This will be a side plank position with a little bit of frontal plane or lateral motion. So I could be on my elbow or my hand. I'll show you both ways. So if I'm on my hand, I want to walk my feet far enough away from this table that I feel like my shoulder is around 90 degrees or my hand is about at shoulder height if I was standing here. I mean, if you wanted to, you could start here and tip over. As far as my feet go, I like to have feet more in a heel to toe position. Typically the hand or the elbow that's resting, I'll have that foot behind. This hand will be on my pelvis. I want to make sure my shoulder blade is squeezed a little bit down and back. And then here it's going to be a very small motion of letting my hips sag inward, which is going to lengthen this side of my rib cage and lower back. And then I'm going to use these muscles to then contract and pull me out of that position. So nice and slowly dipping inward, and one common mistake is as people go in, they want to keep going so the shoulder goes up towards the ear. I never want to let my top of my shoulder come towards my head, so I keep this downward pushing away pressure as my hips sag in just a small amount and then back out. Just so you can see from the back. Same idea, up nice and tall. Another common thing people do is they end up in this forward position. I want to make sure my chest is up, my body's in a nice straight line. I'm not necessarily arching my lower back, but tucking my butt underneath me. And then from here, it's just a very slow and controlled sag in towards the surface that my hand is on and back out. And obviously I can make this easier if I go into a higher surface, maybe a wall. I can make it harder by going lower. So if I go down to a chair or if I go down to the floor, this becomes a little bit more challenging in this position. But it's the same downward sagging motion as I press away, and I'm really thinking about this shoulder not collapsing forward, but this little bit of a pinching of my elbow into my side and squeezing into my armpit to pull that shoulder down and back as I move slowly in and out of this position. The other variation would be to do this if it's tiring on the arm or if it bothers the wrist, to do the same thing at the elbow. So it's the same push away. I'm still not letting my shoulder sag towards my ear as I drop in and I pull myself back out.